Hello, friends. So, today is an exciting day astrologically. It is the day when Pluto finally moves back into Aquarius. We had Pluto in Aquarius for a little bit last year, but then Pluto retrograded and went back into Capricorn. And those last degrees of Capricorn are heavy. They're dense. We've been feeling it. Old systems, like the pressures, the things that we're so aware of where we feel disempowered, or where we can blatantly see the power dynamics are being abused. They're not honoring our higher ideals. And with this shift of Pluto into Aquarius, it's happening as the sun has already moved into Aquarius today. And at 7:51 p.m. this evening, Pluto will move into Aquarius. And I'm going to be having a potluck with some of my embodied alchemists. It's a special little group I've got of people that are really dedicated to their own inner alchemy, because it's really like the most we can do for the world right now is to really deeply honor ourselves and our own relationships. And Aquarian themes really speak to our connection to the collective, our connection to the world, to the earth, to the cosmos. And these themes are going to be highlighted, and we're going to see restructuring socially, new communities being formed that honor our higher ideals. And I'm celebrating that with a potluck at Seed to Star tonight. I wanted to read y'all from one of my favorite astrological books, Inside Planets by Ellias Lonsdale, a little more about Pluto so you can kind of understand Pluto's energy. It says the planet Pluto has the kind of infiltrating force that grows stronger the deeper down you go into the hidden places of shared feelings and physical densities. Therefore, the outer surface impact of Pluto is only the tip of the iceberg, and it is most appropriate to follow Pluto downward to the bottom of the world in two stages. First, following the negative Pluto downspin, and then on a separate journey, tracking with the positive penetrating force of Pluto. The negative Pluto is awesome and dreadfully, terribly big. It involves an antichrist power gathering deep under the earth in a concerted attempt to petrify the human being into a shell of utter negation. This force operates on conscious, subconscious, personal unconscious, and most of all, collective unconscious levels. The outer planets really impact the entire collective in ways that we can't always see and feel. So it's important to be aware of this. Overtly, it functions by turning consciousness into an extraordinarily manipulative, controlling worldview, and then commencing an operational dissemination of that worldview. I don't know about you, but I've totally been seeing that happen. Subconsciously, negative Pluto generates a debilitating tension or strain that, when made constant, becomes the basic shared current in decadent civilization. It sows seeds of suspicion, violence, and paralysis of will. In the personal unconscious, negative Pluto turns the self against itself, in a drastic sense involving the bone-deep conviction that one is oneself, the problem, making everything miserable for all others around. This force has become of late almost universal. This is this wave of despair and really suicidal ideation. Like, it's big right now. And if you're having those thoughts or feelings, please share with someone. Please reach out. But also know that there really are these cosmic forces at work, and they are passing. Like, the season of this heaviness of Pluto, the negative spin, is shifting now. And so if you can just hang in there through the day, like, get through the day and allow the cosmic currents to sort of lift you up like a wave. Finally, in the collective undersoul, negative Pluto is operating in its own element. There it forms a crystallized power network that attempts to take over all pivotal governments, businesses, and cultural forces, and to turn them into an insensate power grabbers who are deeply tugged to devour all that they contact and instate hatred as the law of the earth. That level is truly chilling and beneath description. All right, that's the negative. It's not all doom and gloom though. So the positive Pluto is almost unknown in astrological circles, thrown in pell-mell with the negative Pluto. Yet it comes from the opposite side and operates in a totally regenerative direction. On the conscious overt levels, it is only beginning to make itself felt, manifesting as a holding of each one to purpose and inner will, directly in the thick of the collective chaos and suspicions. Subconsciously, positive Pluto forges a physical barrier to destructive invasions and renders one impervious to all negative influences. This shamanic initiation into the durable strength of staying with oneself is a remarkable power when mobilized, especially in building up reservoirs of unpolluted life force. On the personal unconscious level, positive Pluto becomes a distinct, palpable, utterly substantive remembering of who one is, why one came here, and most of all, precisely how to get on with one's core of destiny, regardless of conditions. This level is going to be much more powerful in the early 21st century. It's happening. Finally, in the collective undersoul, where Pluto is at home, positive Pluto is linking into galactic powers that counter the negative Pluto Earth takeover attempt with a rekindling of the inner life, just when it was about to become extinct. That's like our inner life is like our spirit, our passion, the thing that like lights us up from within, right? We need that, and it's been like dwindling or slowly going out with this density and this negative Plutonian energy we've been experiencing. But this inner life is not merely contemplative or meditative or even a part unto itself at all. It is rather a core energy linking with the evolutionary dynamics that recreate the human form, making it future ready and inwardly alive in a way never before seen in the earth. This deepest level of positive Pluto working will inaugurate the Aquarian age in the second decade of the 21st century. Y'all, this book came out in the mid-90s, just in case you're wondering. In the second decade of the 21st century, and is already in place, on tap for those who can believe in and yield into the mutational stream that is, through Pluto, preparing humanity for the planet beyond Pluto, the one that will take hold of the earth herself and reweave the human world in perfect harmony with she of the earth. That's what's happening. This is, again, Inside Planets by Ellias Lonsdale, one of my fave astrological resources. Y'all, hang in there. It's getting lighter. Find your inner passion. Know yourself. If you need support in that, guess what? I have a shit ton of resources and support that will help you really see and know who you are. Why am I here? What can I offer? It's available. That information exists, and it is a personal journey. No one can just tell you who you are. I can guide you to resources that help give you the signposts and help you learn how to trust who you are and give yourself permission to be who you are. And that's really the biggest part of the battle. It's not even the knowing, because the knowing is just alive within you already. It's the being, showing up in this dense, chaotic, difficult, despairing world with this light of truth and fire and creativity and passion and your own inner beingness coming out into the world, into a world that says, no thanks, not possible, don't be like that. Be who you are. And we all get to be different. We all get to be our own wonderful beings, and we need everyone being who they are, so we all have what we need, and we all can exist right here on this earth in a totally different state. It doesn't have to feel so hard. It shouldn't feel so challenging and depressing to be here, because there really is a lot of beauty. There is a lot of amazing parts of being here in these human bodies on this planet at this time. And it's up to us to bring that forth. No matter what is happening in the world, we can change things. We can. But it can only start right here. So you got to know yourself, and then you got to be yourself. And we're getting this massive cosmic shift in support right now. Today, the sun is conjunct Pluto, which I don't think has happened in a really long time. In Aquarius, at least. In Aquarius. Because Pluto is in each sign for about 20 years. So for the sun to be conjunct Pluto in Aquarius, I think it's about every 250 years, but don't quote me on that. I would have to check the math again. But it's not a common occurrence. And it is sort of like this cosmic gift or blessing to have the sun, which represents our solar light, our creative life force, working, entering Aquarius today, hand in hand with Pluto. The sun went first, and the Lord of the Underworld is joining this evening. So, happy Aquarius season. Aquarius season for the next month with the sun, but the Aquarian season of Pluto energy for the next 20 years. I'm excited. So let me know if you want resources or any additional guidance. I'm happy to share. And I also have a list of if you want private reading or to work with me one-on-one. I'm getting pretty busy, but I do still have some openings. So let me know. I'm wishing you all a happy Aquarius day.